Hello everyone and welcome back to DJ's Gaming. We are here with another episode of our craft mod tutorial. This time we are going to be focusing on the train. So the train is a mildly newer item added to the create mod. And so I know enough about it that I can show it to you guys and teach you guys it. I personally don't use the trains very often, but they are really cool and they can be quite useful. They're particularly quite useful if you get like either a very large expanded base or if you have multiple bases at different locations doing different things. So you'd put down the rail, and the rail, as you can see, kind of just points the direction you're looking, and you can. One of the things you can do is if you look at the rail, you see all this line, and the green basically says this is where you can put one down, and it can make turns, which that was a really sucky turn. I wanted a better turn. Arrgh. I keep making accidental holes. Okay, and then you can usually only go about 30 blocks. And it's really kind of easy to make it work. And then, yep, there's the max. And there we go. We just made the train track. Now, to make a train, you have to start with a train station. And what you do is you have to pick a track, and then you put down the train station. Now you're successfully bound to a track. There's the track. Now the train station, it has to where this is where your train is considered located. So you need to create a new train. And then we close the windows, and you see this here, the little blue marker saying, okay, train is now getting created, and you use the train casings. And the train casings is just a sturdy sheet on a brass casing. And so you come over here and you put down your train casing, and it turns into the small boogie. And then you could put another one down here, and you can put another one down here, and then it only really wants you to put down 3 at a time. And you can click again if you want to cycle the type. There are 2 different types. Okay, so now you have the train boogie. And one of the other items that you can make is there is supposed to be... One of the add-on mods is the Steamin' Rails. And the Steamin' Rails has a couple of add-on items like portable fuel interface, fuel tanks, remote lenses, and it also has like the Lincoln pins. These are supposed to be to link these together, and you would use the train coupler to link things together. And they also got like smokestacks and different items, and they got the handcart too. But then once you create your train, alright, once you create your, or start your train, you then build your train. Now then, me, I am not exactly a great builder, and we're doing this kind of in a quick case here, so I'm going to just do a quick build here. And then these have to be together. of course, you always have to glue them down. And then you have to have train controls. And if you put a train control on both sides, you can switch which side you're driving on. And so now we have our little train controls. And one of the things is you can put vaults on these. So you could put you could put a vault on these. And I know I just blocked off my... I just blocked off the train controls. Okay. And you can then use... you can then use the portable storage interface to interact with the train, or with the cargo, and you can use it to either put things in the cargo or take things out of the cargo, whichever way you want. And you can do the same thing with fluids and have this thing transporting fluids. And then you can also use the Minecraft vanilla chests on this as well. Or if you have modded chests, you can use modded chests as well. And then once you have created the train, you now have everything going. You can then come over here and hit assemble train. You have to glue the items to the bogies, whatever. There. That should make that happy now. There. Now you want to work? Okay, it actually does connect together. Sweet. Alright, and so now we have ourselves a working train. And you can, come up here and you can grab the train controllers and just move on. And then you can hold space to approach the station. And because we have one on each side, we can start on either side, and you just keep going faster and faster as you hold this down. And this direction, because the station is this direction, and so you have to be going that direction to get to the station. Now, let's say you want to you don't want to control this train. And so schedules allows the train to be driven by something else. Pretty much as anything sitting in front of the train controllers can work, apparently. Me personally, just because it's easier to deal with, I would use a blaze burner. We'll put a... Oh, I have to deassemble the train. And then I have to put the blaze burner down. Glue it together. And then we're going to add the add action. And we're going to travel to the station. And you can name each station, so they're different stations. And then you can, wait for different things. So time of the day, fluid cargo, player seated, cargo inactivity, chunk unloaded, station powered, energy cargo condition, chunk loaded. There are all kinds of different things. I'm just going to say, you wait 3 seconds and then move forward. Alright, so now he should have a schedule. And so if we reassemble the train, go yes, we're gonna have this just leave the train tracks. Okay, now he's following the schedule. So you have to have the train built first. And so now he's gonna sit here. He's supposed to sit here for like 5 seconds altogether, I think. And then move on. Granted, the way I have it, it maybe end up just keeps staying here permanently. Well, here actually, what we can do is we can build another station. Yeah, put another station here, and then you can, you know, station 2, and now, so it's gonna go to the track station, then travel to station 2, and it should do that now. Yep, there we go. He's left the station 1. He's going over here to station 2. He'll stop at station 2. Waits a few seconds. And off he goes back to station 1. And with this automation, you are capable of having... Let's say you have a giant farm and you need to move the stuff from the farm to your localized storage. You can use this setup to move things back and forth. And then you have the train signal. The train signal is specifically meant to control traffic. And so you can use the train signal to stop trains and control the flow. It is particularly helpful if you have crossing train tracks. So if you have a crossing train tracks, the signal can be helpful to keep the train from stopping at this intersection or causing a collision. And then the train observer, they can be used, one, if you want to like count how many times the train with food goes by. And so if you're starting to worry, okay, my food seems to be getting here really, really often. So I want to know, okay, how much is the food going by? Or you can also use it for other items as well. But yeah, so these are trains. I am not really much of a crafter. You can make the trains look amazing. And you could get these to be even larger. I think the only stopper for us was the size of the track that I used. But you can make these things be very large. And you can also turn them into really good people transports, mob transports, and even potential like roller coasters too. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit the big thumbs up button and subscribe for more. And I'll see y'all next time. Later.